Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
When I was a child, my mom always told me, Angel, when you were born, all the angels came from heaven. Do you know why? Because you're special. On June 16, 2018, I launched my show, Have Faith, Let It Begin. I always wanted to change the world, share my personal testimony, share real-life stories and motivational topics to set out to go out and change the world. Join me each and every week, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m., because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin.
Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel, and welcome to Tuesday, March 26, 2019, live edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Folks, let's get right to it. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that have transpired within the last couple of months. We've been dealing with so much negativity, as far as topics are concerned, that I wanted to turn the tables and make it more positive today. And we will continue on with just dealing with different types of, environments and learning about how to overcome adversity and overcoming the negativity that does come into your house. But I want to flip this. I want to go a little bit more positive because, after a while you want to stop hearing episodes that deal with some negativity. Positivity is important. And I want to touch base on an episode that I covered a while ago. It was leaving it at the door and not allowing anyone to steal your joy is always a frequent topic here. One of the things that I can't stop worrying about, and we've done an episode on worrying too, is how often people around you that are negative can't accept the positivity. And the hardest part you will encounter if you're a people person, a person that is positive, is how often we deal with this negativity. But how often many people that are positive feel they have to change who they are to please those that don't want to be in your presence. I'm here to tell you that that's something you don't want to do. You always want to be yourself. You always want to stay positive. You always want to be focused on the task at hand. And that task can be anything from helping put smiles on people's faces, helping others do their jobs more efficiently as you give them feedback, giving credit to others that are around you that maybe don't feel as if they know what they're doing, giving credit to others, especially when they do something that is not given feedback on or given the pat on the back. It's taking that extra step, that small step to walk up and say, hey, by the way, you did a good job today. Feedback is important. Positive feedback is great reinforcement, especially if you mean it. Now, don't do it as far as a way of a routine, because after a while, it just becomes another phrase and it loses its meaning. How often do we work out into the workplace and we discover that while we're in our jobs, we're doing our jobs effectively, efficiently, and to the best of our ability, how often bosses will not even try their best or try their hardest or even just go out of their way to say, you've done a great job. A lot of times people hold resentment on their bosses for not doing those things. I'm here to tell you that positive reinforcement for yourself is just as efficient, just as good as your boss coming up to you and saying, great job today. But it's believing in yourself and your ability to do your job and to do it with the good intentions at hand. I remember a time when I was working in Fridays and I was a server. And it was the first time that I was called on to the shift prematurely. It was after my training, but they wanted me to have one more day under my belt, but they were so busy they called me in and asked me to take just 2 tables. So I did. And the first table went off without a hitch. They just wanted appetizers and they were in and out. I felt like I did a great job and I felt like I started getting a groove. They decided to give me a 6 top, which is 6 people. They were young college students, like at the time myself. And you can tell that they knew I was nervous. And you can tell that they didn't have the manners that most college students should, or most people that identify a new person should have patience and just a little bit more respect. They started changing their drink orders. They started doing things that were manipulating and also, actually I should say manipulating. They were making me feel as if whatever I wrote down, I was second guessing myself, is what I'm trying to say. So it got to the point where I would say to them, listen, I know you ordered this, and I would bring out the food and they go, I didn't order that. And then as soon as I would apologize and take out their new order, they'd say, you know what, I did order that, let me have it back. Well, one of my, I want to say a handler, but somebody who was watching over me decided to come up to me and say, listen, you're doing a great job. You're doing all that you can. You're writing it all down. I'm watching you. It is not your fault that they are being animals or savages, as she would put it. She says, but don't worry. Finish it up. Don't let them get to you. And at the end of the day, you will win out. So I went out with my work. She was actually kind enough to deliver my food to the table, and I took another table at the same time. She asked me to not continue to go back to the table until they were finished, and that I would, collect the bill. So I worked on another table, and I noticed that they were pretty much done eating. I brought the check over to them. They provided me with a note on the bill, and they provided me with the lowest tip I've ever gotten in my life. They gave me a note that actually said tip, and then in parentheses they said get a new profession. You're not good at what you do. And they left me a penny. That was very hurtful. I can't tell you that I didn't think about quitting right there and then. But what I didn't know, and what they didn't realize, is when you have 6 people at a table, the tip is automatically included. So that penny that they gave me was just a penny extra, a penny earned. Because what they failed to realize was that if they looked at their receipt, they would have seen that the tip was automatically included. And that's what my handler was telling me at the time. I don't remember her name. She said to me, I told you to win out. So what's the purpose of this story? Sometimes when you are in an environment or you're around people that are trying to do something to you, even though you're giving the best of your ability, stay the course. Stay the path. Don't allow anyone to change who you are. Don't allow anyone to make you second guess about being a positive person. Because it's your positivity, it's your actions that allow others to join forces. It'll allow others to realize that there are good people in this world, that there are good things that happen. And all it takes is one table at a time. I can guarantee you there is one table that is always prepared for us, and that's God's table. He will put us in positions and put us in places, and He'll present us with obstacles sometimes that are not tests, but they're ways for us to learn. And it's learning from your mistakes. It's learning from your patience. It's learning that allow you to be a better person each and every day. Remember that as you go to work this morning. And to always remember to have faith and let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.